here in Greece, in Athens, this is where the first study of rhetoric, of how to be influential not because of how much money you have, how to be influential not because of your family's name, what your father, your grandfather did, how to be influential because of who you are, the quality of your ideas, your ability to express them in a way that captures the hearts and minds of other people. This place was the first place on the planet where that as a source of power began. Never before had power been more than military might, more money. Here was where the power of the spoken word became the most powerful way to sway people towards your ideas. It's Conor here in Athens. We've got the Parthenon here on the hill of the Acropolis. We've got a windy day today, but I couldn't avoid to use this moment in this spot to make a video. I think 2,300 years ago in this city, one of the people that has most shaped what I teach, Aristotle, lived in this place. And I come here, walk around, imagine what 2,300 years ago this must have been like. To be here with Aristotle, to be here in the time of the great Athenian Empire. As Conor here now down in the Agora, got the temple of Hephaestus here behind. So apparently it's not allowed to make films up on the Parthenon, so I was interrupted by one of the guardians of anti-video up on the temple. But anyway, here down in the Agora, and this Agora, which is down below, is where democracy really began. Because it was in this area, in the open spaces around here, that the citizens would gather, the politicians would speak, and the ability to influence people with your words became so important. So Demosthenes, Pericles were the first politicians where their power came from their capacity to speak in a way that influenced many of their fellow citizens. So for me, it's a meaningful place to sit and reflect on what I teach and what I've become value is very important in my life, the ability to help others get their ideas out into the world. A world where not the strongest win, but the strongest ideas win, or the strongest ideas supported by those that are best able to put it out in a form that captures the hearts and minds of other people. It was here that learning to influence others with your voice, with your words, that really began. It was here that politicians like Pericles and Demosthenes gained their power, not because of their family, not because of the land they owned, but because of their ability to speak well with words, to influence their fellow citizens towards their ideas. And that study, the study of rhetoric, was first written down by Aristotle, looking at what made a politician effective, what swayed a group of people. And Aristotle captured there's three essential elements: logos, ethos, and pathos. Logos, there's got to be reason. Ethos, you yourself, who you are, your reputation, are you trustworthy, do you live up to your word? And the style of delivery, is your voice powerful, are your gestures coherent? And pathos is emotion, how to really sway the masses. So Pericles convinced the Athenians to build a wooden fleet, and it must have taken enormous persuasion to convince them to dedicate such an enormous part of their resources to a navy fleet. But that decision made a huge difference to the next 150 years of Athens. It became the preeminent state in the Greek city-states and turned into an empire. So the power of the word of Pericles here is what gave him the power. It's Conor from Greece. Thank you for your subscribes, your likes, your comments. It's been a great few days in Greece. Time to head home.
Enough.
Stop. Photos, yes.
Photos, yes.
Video,
Video. Okay. Videos only the status.
no speaking. Okay.